Tampa. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. Dances by him. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game. Deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Now Penix to the air right away. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, they were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing from the outset is Penix. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. But maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see about?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now they'll audible to something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man London right side. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 15 carries, 68 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
When you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Mayfield on play action. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
Mayfield down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. In for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run for the first time of Bijan Robinson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 13 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st down, Atlanta.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw outlined to Mooney. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. The Falcons at 9-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Penix working out of the gun here. He'll get this complete to Charlie Wonger. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Buccaneers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
A 54-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. On the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. His first carry in their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Mayfield finding Otten once more. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has made his presence felt to the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Algier going straight ahead. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking to throw, Penix. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Off play action. Here's Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Down in this one. They needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. This time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. run up the middle with Irvin. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Here's Mayfield. Runs through the contact. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Falcons 3.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air, Penix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And caught by London. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Throwing again, Penix. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts,
First down, Atlanta.
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards at a first. Back to throw here. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And this is Jameson Williams. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 58 yards for the score. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Travis Etienne. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
180. That's it.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. And you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. They'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Algier now up the middle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive 7 plays in length. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So out come the Bucs now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Good. 180. Good.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Irving. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Penix. He's got Mooney once again bringing it in. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
Go!
Looking to throw, Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Well, it felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Shut up! 70 Lions! Trap 60, trap 60! Check over!
And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Gets around him. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. By the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming. but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Algier will try to pick it up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Penix working out of the gun here. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff to Algier. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me,